Hello, my friends, and welcome back to the 12th episode of the Gondor campaign in Divide and Conquer. In the last episode, I fought off the Witch King and his evil armies outside of Caer Andros, where Captain General Boromir got an amazing trait which gives some extra hit points, movement speed, and additional bodyguard size. So I would love to get that trait on Eorthorn once he's recovered from his grievous battle wounds at the hands of a dastardly Condish general that took him down from, I think, a dozen knights remaining down to only 4. And it was all of them against one simple general. So the Swan Knights, they did not fare well in that battle. Granted, they were definitely exhausted since they were fighting for a very long time. I don't think the Condish general had any fatigue issues. So, plans are, moving forward, is that I will probably have Huron of the Keys, defend, or not defend, but he will lead the assault into Khand, as they want a good spear general down here. Perhaps eventually Eorthorn may join him. But Huron will lead a small army to take Ostathil, and my plan is to hopefully just take out Khandish armies with cheesy stake tactics, as in Osgiliath veterans are the one unit I have that can deploy stakes. And if I'm going to kill all these cavalry armies and kill these generals, I need them to impale themselves. So Huron is going to take some forces down there. He will probably need some Fountain Guard too, which thankfully I am training a new unit of. My existing units are a bit weakened. I kind of want to keep this one with Boromir's forces. Now, Huron has 4 command stars. Let's just check that. If he's out in the field, how many does he have? Okay, he actually has 6 when he's out in the field, but when he's defending, he loses some. Well, that works out still for me, so I will give him a small force. He's going to need Osgiliath veterans, probably these archers and some spearmen, and he will take these Lebanon Marines, probably in the next turn once they have some movement speed back. Ideally, it would be nice to have some artillery, but I only have the trebuchet at the moment. But I am working on the leather tanner, and I believe I need the leather worker to get the catapult maker. So yeah, it'll be a little bit of time until I can do that. But that will just grant me more possible expansion to the south, and I will need these lands since Khand is steam rushing into Dol Amroth, and I don't really want to let Dol Amroth get defeated by Khand, so to prevent that, Huron will lead those charges. Now, I might grab these Penithkellen cavalry. They don't have a bonus against any Khandish cavalry, but they still would be good, so I'm going to put them in this fort. And I'm retraining these guys. These 2 Lebanon clansmen will move up to Caer Andros to join Boromir's forces in the assault at Gelebrin, as I plan to recapture this castle and then move in for the Black Gate. The only downside is Dol Guldur is up in the north, and that will lead them to be able to attack me. But Dol Guldur has enemies on all sides. They have Lorien, they have the Anduin Vale, they potentially even have Rohan over here, they have Dorwinion, they have the Elves, and they have Dale. So unless their anti-player bias is incredibly high, I should be relatively fine just to take Gelebrin, put an armory in there, and hold that place. And then I will really, hopefully, have the Black Gate, and then I can just funnel all of my forces to Choke Point Mortar at these 2 settlements. So that is what I plan on doing. Huron, you need a few more soldiers in your army, don't you? Let's grab... Maybe these Aphelion Rangers could be a good call, since I'm going to need archers to shoot at their cavalry, but they're not as well armored as, say, the Gondor archers, who I'd honestly much rather prefer in this case. A little bit less accurate, but they are better at tanking the upcoming arrow fire. And if any retraining going on here, I guess these Gondor infantry can get retrained, and I can grab another Aphelion Ranger, so that I will do. I can actually get more spearmen in Minas Tirith. I kind of want to do that. Yeah, I'll get another heavy infantry unit, since those guys can help out a ton against the Khandish forces. There's some soldiers at the fort that are biding their time before they join up with Huron's forces. And I might even be able to offset a unit from Faramir's garrison if I wanted to, perhaps the Gondorian infantry. Although it's pretty sparse over here, I do have 2 Fountain Guards sitting around, not doing a ton. So maybe I just take this Fountain Guard, and then Boromir will get a fresh unit in 2 more turns. I think that's what I want to do. I'll grab this, and that's an okay force. I should be able to take that army and fight off anything else that comes in from Khand. I should have stayed on that tile, but I didn't. Oh well. Now, Lord Oblivion, you will be pleased to know that I will withdraw my plans to attack Enid White. I will, since Khan is against me, and there's so many wars happening in the east. I really just need to focus on this front and not spend a lot of resources in the far west of my realm. So my plan is I will send a diplomat over to Enedwife, and I will see if I can secure an alliance without trading them that settlement that I took, Karis. I like that one. It's 600 gold, so my Penithgelen cavalry general was at Hirlo, and he can hang out there, generate some good income for me. I do want to take out that next Isengard settlement. Isengard has stationed some forces at the village of Gund, so I need to bring an army there, and then I won't be bordering Isengard anymore. That's one less enemy in the western front that I would need to deal with. So hopefully they don't have any big garrisons there, but I know that they have that territory. Before I look at anything else here, yeah, they have the Parthior, but I don't think Hirlo can move at the moment. Actually, I can leave him. The settlement has actually gotten past its culture threshold, so I would be okay if I sent him out. Where's my diplomat? Halthor. You're in... Okay, you're in North Enedwife, so you can just come back down here and speak to them in like 2 more turns. Rohan and Dol Guldur at war. Okay, like I thought, they were going to be at war, so they must be... Either Rohan's pouring over the mountain passes here, like, or not the mountain pass, the river, or Dol Guldur has assaulted them on this side. So we'll see what happens there. Calimbel got another spy, so I'll go ahead and put that one... Where is Calimbel? Calimbel is in the west? It is. I kind of want him over here to check on what's going on in Isengard, but I will bring him east since apparently if you have 3 spies in the settlement, it helps you with your culture a lot. Maybe it is. I'm at 39%, so maybe these 2 spies are actually doing a lot for me in Minas Ithil. I never knew about that system, and I played Medieval 2 for a long time. I don't know if that's just a divide and conquer feature or something else. New family member. Good to see there are lots of children. Oh, Glasgow got a farming advisor. How's that farming income doing over here? He's making income 587 gold per turn there, and the chicken farming's on the way. You're going to get some huge population growth there in time. Yeah, chicken farming into the public fountains, that'll be a 0.5% and another 0.5%. So this place is already at 3.5%. I could even turn taxes on low. I'm not losing that much money. I don't know how many more soldiers 0.5% would get me. That's probably like another... Not soldiers. Maybe that's another 10 people per turn, but if I do want to upgrade this place to a city, I think I need to do that, so I'll take the small income penalty for just getting a higher population growth there. Harris got a smoking house, so I will recruit a spy there. I do kind of want to keep investing in this place, but I can't really retrain any soldiers here, and I can't get anything here because it's all militia forces, so maybe... I don't exactly know what I do up here. I mean, I could just grab a militia garrison to hold the city, or I could just stop worrying about it for now. I mean, how much would that get me? Like 20 more gold plus 50, but then I lose another 10. So that gives me 60 gold per turn. I guess it pays itself off in 11 turns, so I will just pick up that grain exchange. And it does look like I am trading with Enedwife. Most advanced faction, so that's good to see. I have 10,000 gold to spend, which is significant. I think I'll grab this guard barracks just in case Enedwife attacks me. I can at least get some more Gondor infantry out here. Naragranos, you can also train 2 more, so I'm going to put those guys in this fort after they retrain, just to get a nice garrison over here. Would a port get me good money? Not particularly, so I might hold off on that at this time. I think I can just wait on there. These places are building. Calimbel isn't, but it has pretty much everything but the sheep farming. I'll grab the leather tanner just for that extra 40 income. Maybe the same at Brethil, just so it makes a little more money. Kind of min-maxing on that leather worker economy. There was a time when, like, I think each stage of the blacksmiths gave you, like, an extra 40 gold. So, like, I think the leather worker gave you 80, and then you had 120. So there was a lot of economy to be made just by building blacksmiths, which was kind of nice, but, you know, it doesn't really make sense that you'd make that much money from them. Right, Fanulond is in some danger here because that is a big army. Maybe I bring these guys back to Fanulond and just sack the free upkeep that they're getting. I do have the garrison here, like, so I will get extra troops. I definitely need to get, like, more Lebanon Marines here. I mean, this is 800 gold per turn if I bring those guys back to Fanulond, so I don't think I want to do that. I can get another Marine in Pelargir, and one thing I haven't done is I haven't built any ships, but I really don't see a reason to be making any boats at this stage in the campaign. Still, I'm going to siege that out for a few turns. Looks like it can last 7 turns. Ideally, it'd be better if I had some siege here, but I don't, which is fine. 4 more turns to get Minas Ithil Guardians. I'm excited to get those guys out on the field. Now, can I get a... do I have a guard barracks here, or do I just have the regular? So I would need the governor's quarters, and I might want to get that so I can train Gondor infantry out of Minas Ithil. Okay, reinforcements have arrived from the Gondorian fort. So Boromir will now take a force with the trebuchet. And Turtle, why don't you stay in the city for now? I'll take the fresh troops. Let's start with the Rangers. Do I have any vets? I don't have any vets. These are my only archers. I'll grab the 2 infantry, actually 3 infantry. And let's take these 2 Lebanon clansmen, cavalry, and these Lebanon Marines. And he should be able to take out, he should be able to assault that settlement without too many issues. A few more turns and I'll have the equipment needed to get a catapult here. I might grab the ballista because it might help with these towers. Although, I mean, it would take it 2 turns to build and probably 4 turns to get over here. It's a shame I can't get a boat right here. But maybe I'll just keep that ballista in this fort. I don't really like ballistas, though. They really don't do much damage. I'm going to save my money. I'm not going to invest in those. I can get another veteran and another infantry at Minas Tirith, so that seems like it's much more worth my time. And I could also get some Amarothian squires retrained. So I'll have some more good forces coming out of Minas Tirith very soon. An extra Gondor archer could be useful. Maybe I'll station those towards Cirith Ungol, maybe. I have 3 generals sitting in here. Otar, why don't you go to Western Osgiliath, be the general over there. Eorthorn might be useful in the northern front to fight off some of these Mordor armies, so I'm going to move him up to that fort. And these 3 Lebanon guardsmen really should just join up with Huron of the Keys. For now, they'll just sit in the fort right there, since these guys are pretty good at fighting off Khand. It'd be cool if I could get more of them down here. I don't think I can, though, because Lebanon is kind of just these regions over here. That was all my gold. I moved my diplomat, I moved my spies. I think that's all I do at this turn. That's everything. I could maybe move these guys back. That 800 gold isn't too valuable, and I'd rather not lose Fanuland. Like, this army, I think, would definitely be able to beat whatever I have here, especially if there's, you know, Horandur Mercs and other good infantry. So I will just pull back. Maybe I could have Hanyan sally out with some Lebanon Marines, and maybe he could try to take the fight to Khand in the Straits of the Anduin. I don't know, tough decision there. Dawn of the 43rd turn, and during that end turn phase, Khand withdrew their forces from Lebanon, so I'm going to put those guys back in this fort. However, they do apparently have a full army out here, which might entirely be infantry. I can only see some of those units. Which means, yeah, I'm not at all opposed to doing a little bit of cheese out here to, you know, put stakes at the gates and just see what happens. Now, I might be able to actually attack this army. They might retreat outside of Ostathil, especially if I leave like 1 unit to maybe keep the siege going on. And then I can attack them and get into the settlement without actually having to besiege it. But the issue is they have a general here, and I think even if I killed like 95% of this army, but the general gets away, I don't think he's going to die. So I don't know if there's really a point to like that thought process. I don't know what I want to do here. It's a tough decision. I mean, there is some merit to killing off this army, only the general comes back, and then I can easily take the settlement without too much incoming damage. What do they have in here? The Rune Raiders, Steppe Archers, some cavalry. It's not a hard settlement to take, it just depends on the tower situation. Like, how much damage am I really going to take there? Alright, well, I locked myself in there anyway. Karis got a spy, so welcome to the spy network, Kemir Deer. And I left Hirloan out of the settlement. Oops. That's not what I meant to do. Gund is very undefended. I think I can bring in these guys. Yeah, I'm going to send them out. They will join up with Hirloan's forces. I'll merge them. And it'll take, what, 2 more turns to get there? That's not too bad. Potentially Hirloan could actually solo that place if I just send him out. Oh, I can't even put a watchtower there. I'll give him another turn. I won't disband that army for now. Mountain Guard and Gondor Spearmen ready to go in Minas Tirith. No other troops at this time, but 2 more turns for the Númenórean Armorer, and I'll be making some very powerful soldiers out there. Alright, Leather Tanner is done at Callanhead. Let's get that leather worker up and running. Fenelon got a governor's quarter, so I think I need the steward's hall to get the barracks, don't I? I need to upgrade this place, so that's actually annoying. A port could be good. I'm not making much trade income down here, but I think just additional trade fleets could benefit my other settlements. I'll do that for now. I'll get the... Actually, that takes 5 turns. I should get the Mason's Hall there. That'd be smarter. Save time on other buildings and save money for other buildings. 2.5% at Pelargir. I could bring that down to 4 here at the cost of like 300 gold per turn. Might be worth it. I don't really need the population growth because this is already a city. Do I have the Master Mason's Hall? I do, because this is only taking 1 turn. Look at that. That's beautiful. What would a Merchant's Wharf do for me? Not much more money, unfortunately. Alright, I'm just going to keep going with the farms, I think. Does this give me any population growth? It actually doesn't. It just gives me another 60 gold. I guess farms might be maxed out there, so I would need like the chicken farming to get that population higher. I'm going to see what high taxes can do for my settlements if I can just raise this population to be really high. I've been kind of slacking on that lately. I can also get more Penethgalen cavalry in Ceylon, so I'm going to get those guys trained up. Mines, how much money would that make me? It's like another 200 gold. Farms, not bad there, 70 plus the population. I mean, yeah, it is time that I actually get more trade income out here and more farming income. I'm going to play like the high population game throughout all of my realm. I got the governor's quarters here. I think I need the steward's hall for the archery range, don't I? Yes, I do, but that would allow me to get more, more Osgiliath veterans, which are necessary for the stakes against Han down there. I do like Master Mason's halls, but I mean, 4 turns for that, and then it'd probably be 5 turns there, so it'd be doing 9. I don't know if I really save much time going that into archery range versus Mason's Hall, Steward's Hall, archery range. I don't think I save. I might save... I'd probably be 2 turns behind, but everything else would be quicker. That's why I love the Master Mason's Hall. That building time reduction is very nice. I mean, it's only 15% more than the basic level, but that often means like a full turn for many buildings. I believe it rounds up. I hate these decisions. Plus the money it saves is nice too. Steward's Hall. This place also could use more population growth so I can rebuild it. You know, farming. I have too many good options. I think because this campaign is going to rely on a lot of military, I think I want that. I'll get that, get the archery range, and I'll be okay then to go into population in these front settlements. Ordreth of Pelargir got a doctor. That's good. These doctors are getting around. Forlong the Fat got one. I want to get those definitely on my other generals like Boromir and Faramir, and especially onto Huron. That could be useful for keeping good casualties, you know, keeping people from dying in the south. I'm going to take care of Captain Zognak with Captain General Boromir. Get our first battle in. This should be really easy. Boromir's army is very elite. We have that trebuchet, which has just been so fun throughout this campaign. I think that should just be a feature of Gondor, just having that starting trebuchet. It makes it just more interesting. You can... Like, I don't think it's really that big of an advantage. I've never gotten too many kills with it outside of, like, that last battle I did against the Witch King, and that's just because there were, like, 800 orc bands standing on top of each other. Alright, so let's see here. Gondor Spearmen. I've realized that the Spearmen in my Witch King battle, they got kind of surrounded, like the Maulers were able to come around the sides, and I think that's why they didn't fare so well. So instead, I'll actually keep a proper battle line here to prevent them from getting flanked. Okay, let's put Rangers over here, and then I have just some Lebanon Marines. I'm going to turn down that music a little bit. It feels very, very loud. There we go. And, alright, that's a battle line if I've ever seen one. Okay. I have changed my camera rotation key, so when I press R now, it doesn't rotate the camera like it used to. So now all my camera controls are just WASD and the mouse. Okay, a few shots from the Orc Archers, that's always nice. Okay, where's their general? Looks like he's the Orc host in the back. I'll see if I can snipe him early, while the Athelian Rangers just work on the Orc Scouts. They have armor upgrades. I probably should put them in a loose formation. I'm gonna charge here. I want to stop them from firing. At least get some early kills while the Orc scouts get pincushioned to death. And I love cavalry in this game. Alright, retreat, guys. There are Orc band. Oh, geez, I just nailed one of my own knights there. That is not worth the trade. Orc band are just gonna die to, like, literally anything, so not worth it. Orc scout's taking some good damage here. I could probably do a frontal charge to Orc band and be okay. Yeah, let's just get rid of him, because I want to go on that Orc host, so I need to free up a spot here. No casualties left, but this next volley might do something from those Orc scouts. We'll see. Those armor upgrades are very big for me, though. A big charge is going to clip the Orc band and the archers. Not sure why my archers are firing at the Orc band. Please shoot at the guys in front. Oh, look at that. That was two very good shots. It seems like maybe the trebuchet with the chevrons is actually starting to do pretty well with its accuracy now. So maybe chevrons do impact archer accuracy in this game. Okay, going for the Orc band. Interesting choice. Have you guys shoot those Orc archers, you hit those Orc archers, and then you guys will hit these Orc scouts. Farmer, activate your leadership ability. I'll have the Lemon clansmen begin to flank now. Hopefully I don't get any friendly fire here. Isengard is going to turn around and try to hit my squires. I think I can get in and out, though, before... Yeah, I can definitely get in and out before they charge me. Alright, well, maybe two guys might get stuck in there. Oh, we're okay. Alright, why don't you guys charge those maulers? They're already wavering, which is huge. Like some of the forces might be breaking, or they're just retreating from my front line. Not sure. Okay, why don't you guys stop firing for now? You guys hit the Orc band. You guys are going to go for Isengard. Orc Raiders. Actually, where are these javelins going? They're going to Orc Post. That is nice. Orc Maulers still somehow fighting. Interesting to see that. Alright, what are we firing at here? We're firing at Orc Band. Alright, let's go for these Orc Scouts since they are just retreating from me. You guys hit those Isengard. Oh, Orc. Okay, well, my Lemon and Clansmen are just going to have to deal with being completely surrounded here. Okay, let's stop firing. Stop firing. Boromir, we already used leadership.
They have lost half
Orc band getting charged by the squires. Not as much damage as I would have hoped. Amazingly, there's still combat going on here. Okay, the Maulers have retreated. Thunder Spearmen getting the melee with the Orc host. Hope the completely surrounded Lemon and Clansmen. This is not how they want to be. They're getting a bit messed up here. Rear charge these Isengard. Come on, get them to flee. Big damage, very big damage. Keep running. Orc hosts are soon to die. Gondor infantry. Look at that. I love these upgraded Gondor infantry. Excellent. He's fleeing. This is big. Gondor infantry. Charge the Isengard. Oh, squires, do not get attacked by the Orc band, please. Okay, these guys are about to flee. I think this rear charge should do it. Lemon and Clansmen coming in, armor-piercing maces. Gondor infantry. God, they look so good together. Yes, there they go. They all are fleeing now before us. I'm loving the power of the Gondor infantry. Like, these guys put in so much work. The Lemon and Clansmen got a little messed up here, but that's just because they got charged on 3 different sides. Kind of misplayed with them, but I wanted to get them to do archer interference. They're not as well armored as the Gondor infantry, but they still hold their own. I mean, AP 7, 14 defense, that is very, very good stat line. But they are, I think, one of my weaker infantry choices, especially when you consider that I can't use Militia, and they are around Gondor Militia in terms of their stat proficiency, but they do have that armor-piercing bonus. Same as the Lebanon Marines. They're not that good either. Similar stats, no armor piercing, but they do have that javelin, which helps them to fare very well in this campaign. I really love the fiefdom system Gondor has. It's just one of my favorite things. I used to petition for a Mordor to have their own kind of like evil fiefdom system, like maybe a few different regions in Mordor would have some more unique troops. But I guess they have that already in that they can recruit like Haradrim, Kondish, and Eastern units already. So they kind of have that already in their forces. 90%, I can pretty much just end this battle, but maybe I can get that last chevron I need on these Amarothian squires. That could be nice. See what happens. Put it on ×6. Just capture a few more soldiers. Come on, get that last chevron, please. We captured the captain. Come on, you're at 8 of 9. I literally just want that last one. Here, go for those Morannon Guard. I think they're a little more high profile than those Orc band. They might be worth a little more. It doesn't look like they're going to get that last chevron that I wanted. Oh, well, 54 to 1500. Killing Rangers 131. The Trebuchet 101 kills. Boromir at 88. Gondor Infantry getting the most kills there at 194 while only suffering 6 casualties. That is what I'm talking about. Execute those Orcs. I don't want that Mordor money, and I don't want to have to fight those Orcs in Gelebrin. Can I actually make it there? I'm 1 turn away. That's unfortunate. Looks like they have built this place up a bit. A port is nice to see among any other buildings and infrastructure put there. Some Southron Lancers, Maulers, and cheap Orcs. I shouldn't have any problems assaulting that settlement. So besieging in Ostathil. I believe that is another end turn completed. Is there anyone else who needs to move? I moved here, Lewin's army. Valoran, I need to get that barracks here so you get some free upkeep and hopefully get rid of some of that corruption soon. 322 is a lot. Could make some good mining income there. It used to be much higher, but the old gold mine nerfs of, I think, version 4? I think it was version 4. Those mines used to give a lot more money. Another Nazgul has returned to Mordor, and Mordor has decided that they think Captain Hurrah can actually besiege and take Akar Andros, but I don't think that's the case. You know what? Maybe it's the case. They have Sauron's Will and some elite troops here. Maybe I misjudged them, and I only have very few elite infantry there, but I should have reinforcements. Forlong is right over here, and I have, look at all these elite fresh troops ready to go at Minas Tirith. I kind of want to wait 1 more turn so that they can get that upgraded armor, but might need them up here. Forlong might need some fresh troops in the north to fend those guys off, and they can come from the backside. Yeah, I love seeing those elite Gondor troops coming out. Much better than the movie versions of them. I don't think I've moved my diplomat in a few turns, so let's see if I can get to that alliance here. Let me give you map information, and yeah, let's just see if they take it.
We cannot. Another proposition.
I might need to actually give them a region here to do that. Maybe I don't want to give them a tribute though. We have the same enemies in Isengard. You have no allies. Your power is apparently supreme, but I mean, so is mine, so why would you not take that? I mean, maybe I could sell them Karas. I don't really want to. I mean, how much money do you have? Your wealth is reasonable. I kind of want to keep that place because I've already spent money there. I guess I'll hold off for now. Can I just get double map information with you guys? Okay, no, I can't.
Honor and a pleasure.
I will see if they come out to attack me because I'm making... Actually, I'm probably bleeding money here, aren't I? I'm bleeding money in Karas. Sad. If they do move like this army into my territory, then I will assume that Inuit is going to attack me. And then I will trade just the settlement over for an alliance. For right now, see if I can avoid that. They've actually moved some of their armies out of the settlement over here, so I gotta deal with Ishnaz. You need to die. Dude, is this your... Do you guys have anything over here? Rohan, you have a full, like, stack over here, and you're not going for Goon. Interesting. Weird. Okay, let's check all this. Faction announcements. Lawmaker by Kolthenthor. Okay, that's good. That's more public order in a place that doesn't really need it. They've already got a librarian. Besiege, yada yada yada. Alright, Anulon got dirt paths. What about these? These give me an extra, like, almost 200 gold, but I lose 100 to corruption. That's not really worth it. Can you get better corruption traits? That would be nice. I don't know why you aren't. I could have sworn there's another. Oh, Novice Governor. So I guess over time, that should help me with more of the unrest over here. I want to invest in this place even more. I don't know if it makes a ton of money. I mean, technically I'm losing 500 to corruption, so this could be a 1,200 income settlement. Maybe that would be a good call. How much would that save me? That would give me... That saves me 45 gold by having the governor's quarters. Kind of tempting. Anything else give me that? I think it would only be like a barracks that would give me an additional bonus there. Maybe I'll just go for like chicken farming and we'll work on population growth out here, because if I can get higher tier settlements, I can maybe get higher tier law buildings. Okay, Brethel got a leather tanner, so there's some additional money to be made there. Let's just grab the chicken farming. Maybe eventually this place can do something for me. Our Ender's got the fountains, which is good. Public baths might be useful because I do a lot of free training here. I also do a lot of training in Minister. I'll go for that. That could be nice to have. Calambel got the leather tanner, which means... Oh, this isn't the... Sometimes I keep thinking that's the settlement that has the siege maker, which I want. But no, that is Callanhad. Harris got a grain exchange. Yeah, I don't need to put any more money there. That leaves me with 3,600 gold and a small Isengard fight. You're not even retreating. You're just going to stand your ground? Interesting. Well, this is going to be a very fast battle. I just need to have Hirluin pretty much solo this army, and he isn't going to have any problems with that. Alright, that was a quick load. Alright, run forward. Did they retreat backwards? Looks like they did. I'm going to move the forces, send in Hirluin to the front. We'll see if I can find their archers, maybe take them out real fast. They're in... Excuse me, I got the hiccups. They're in the trees. But they're not moving away from me, which means they're going to take this full cavalry charge. I just love how they go flying like that. A little bit of a counter charge from the general. That's okay. They're not particularly anti-cav, I think. No, they don't have any anti-cavalry. Which they honestly, maybe Isengard should, considering they have to fight Rohan and their bodyguard. But maybe it's also for the best. I just lost one single knight there was all that I lost. Tempted to charge into the bodyguard now and see what happens. They're pursuing, so they won't get a charge bonus. Eichmann, I almost don't even want to use you because you guys... quite simply, you guys could cause me to take some casualties with my bodyguard. I get out of there. Taking a few men are dying here, countercharging the bodyguards, but I will have an anvil in place soon. Well, I keep on retreating. Okay, I don't know what is going on with that charge. Hello, guys. What the heck is that? There we go, that's what I'm talking about. I have a defensive stance, make sure that I'm not losing too many guys over here. It looks like they're actually going to try to retreat, so that's going to cause them a lot of pain. As they try to run away, they turn their backs and they lose all of their defense to my armor-piercing macemen here. These guys are great against Isengard. Very good troops to have. Rohan wishes they had Lamed clansmen. Although, considering how strong the Rohirrim cavalry are, it's honestly not a problem. Is that the general? Was that him? No, that's just the officer. Okay. Another charge is happening here. These guys should be beating the archers. Big rear charge coming in. Come on, they're down to 40. I am siphoning men here. Yes, there he goes. The archers should flee, and the bodyguards may... Yep, they're routing too. Perfect. Alright, if I just deal with those archers, that will be the fight. How are they still not routing? You literally have Lamed clansmen who cause fear, chasing you down, and yet you still fight. Why? Why is that? There we go. I'm just going to end that battle. We got 88%. It wasn't that special of a battle. But hey, taking out one more general is always nice. That means the settlement will be even easier to take. And it's a village, which means I don't have to, besiege it. I can just instantly go in for the attack.
Watch for the enemy.
I'll execute those troops and continue my assault towards Dune to get Isengard off of my borders. This is, oh, it's a town actually, it's not a village, and it's decently well developed, so yeah, I want it. That just leaves Isengard with Eisenrun and Isengard itself, I think. Yeah, because Rohan took Bregnos, which means, yeah, this is it for Isengard. They're at their very, very last legs there, which is good to see, very good to see. Okay, here's the Eeyore. You're a bit undefended, but this army isn't that special, and Dune here, you might be okay to defend that solo. See what happens. North, did I move Boromir? I have not besieged this place. I think I will just grab some siege equipment anyway. Maybe do that. What's the most I can get? I can get that much in one turn. That way my trebuchet can focus on the towers, and then my ram can go for the gatehouse. Okay, now here I'm going to want Forlong to assist with relieving the enemy from my castle here. Captain Hura, Turlin, yeah, you can just do your thing. Forlong the Fat will fight this elite force, and you can go do your own thing here. Should be a bridge fight too, which is gonna be a little awkward. I won't be able to just use, like, you know, trebuchets or anything, but I do have Fountain Guard. Won't be able to flank though. Oh, wait a second. I will start with the Fountain Guard in the front, with these archers maybe like right there. I'm not in range yet. Move you guys forward. I think they will come towards me. And if I put you guys on aggressive stance, that should help. Okay, now I'm in range. The biggest threat here is the Sauron's Will. I believe these guys are... Are they armor-piercing or are they not armor-piercing? They are. They're armor-piercing, good against infantry, they frighten troops, they inspire their own troops. So that unit might keep their morale going for a while in this fight. But now I'll just use the archers to weaken up the softer targets, the Orc scouts. It's like my reinforcements over here are going to have to deal with the more aggressive parts of this army, which is fine. Totally fine. Ideally, I can, like, get Forlong over here and flank the incoming forces. Still firing? We are still firing. Good. Point blank. Not getting a ton of kills so far, but that's fine. It's all about just getting rid of the numbers. Forlong will go over here. He should be able to beat those the Black Orcs real fast. Same as these Fountain Guard. I'll do a defensive stance with those guys. Okay, let's bring in the infantry now. They're shaken, which is huge. I might want to do it early leadership. I think I will. Can I get a charge here? Yes, I can. There we go. Look at that. Look at that upgraded armor. That looks so cool on the Axemen. I love the green that they have. Green and the giant axes. Oh, these Orc scouts are so dead. They're trying to run through my Axemen. They're wavering. Oh, I think they're about to go down. I have some cavalry even. I could really chase them down here. Taking a few casualties, not too bad yet. I mean, Black Orcs are strong. Orc scouts are retreating, which is big. You guys need to work on the Black Orcs. Let those guys chase the Orc scouts. And then I need to get across this bridge. Oh, these Penthgalen cavalry threw themselves up against the... maybe I should have taken command of this army. I'm going to lose that elite unit there. I think that one's got like 9 chevrons or something. That is annoying. Alright, well, it's time to get across the bridge. Come on, lads. Chase the enemy. Save my cavalry. Gonna need Gondor infantry and territorial guardsmen fighting Orc raiders and Sauron's Will. That's fine. Territorial guardsmen aren't going to kill any of the Sauron's Will, but they will kind of hold them off for a little while and spare the Gondor infantry from having to fight them while they can clean up the weaker unit. I do value every man's life, but I value the professional soldiers a bit more. Okay, again, why are you charging spears? Oh my god. That's so bad. Okay, can you guys please just chase and kill these Orcs? Thank you. I don't know what the heck these Murgle or these Penthgalen cavalry are doing. It makes no sense. I mean, I guess that's the general, but why would you... Okay, hello, guys? Please? Please? What are you doing? Come on, capture them all. And then Territorial Guardsmen are down to 59. Come on, keep capturing them. Don't let them get away. Okay, run back. Gondor archers can maybe... Oh, gee. Yep, I lost all the Penethgalen cavalry. I don't know why the AI general would just suicide charge them into the spears. What the heck was that? Hopefully they come back to life at the end of the battle. Another unit has been broken. Forlong, go ahead and deal with the general, please.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost
Barons will down to 149. They've lost 2 here. Now they will have to contend with the Gondor infantry. Okay, the rest of my troops are moving very slow. Forlong should be enough here to deal with the Mordor, or with the Morgul Chosen. Especially if I get like these Gondor infantry to flank them. Another leadership. Okay, Territorial Guardsmen are getting very weak. Gondor infantry are actually cutting through the Sauron's Will. Okay. Getting a few kills here. I mean, they themselves are going to die, but they can probably trade okay against those units since they have... The Gondor infantry have higher defense, but lower attack. And these guys also have armor piercing, but they've been fighting for a little while, so they might just be a little tuckered out. Okay. Archers, maybe shoot those halberds while I get in close with my Fountain Guard. How are we doing over here? I'll check that in a second. Sauron's Will, that's going to take they're going to take a huge amount of damage here from the cavalry. Down to 80. They're wavering. Come on. All right, one more cycle charge should do it. Yeah, these Morgul Chosen are getting countered by the Axemen. Yeah, they are going down quick. Okay, archers, you don't really need to fire anymore. It looks like... Okay, perfect. The Sauron's Will got defeated. Captain's bodyguard's alright. Gondor infantry maybe took 20 casualties there. Kind of to be expected. Alright, one rear charge should break this unit. They're shaken. They're not facing me. And they're fighting Fountain Guard and elite troops in melee. They're trying to run through the formation. Yes, they're fighting to the death. Alright, pull out. Let's not lose any more cavalry to those. Regular cavalry are very solid, respectable units, but my infantry are better. There's just some orc band over there. I'm not worried about them. Perfect. The Morgul Chosen are dead. The general's dead. What are we at? 89%? Yeah, I can end that battle. It's too bad the Penethgalen cavalry just decided to throw themselves away, but 9 of them did heal, so that unit is hopefully still around, and I hope they're kicking it. Enemy camp sacked. You love to see it. Before long, I guess just go to Kaer Andros for a second and retrain the forces that could definitely use it. These 34 soldiers need it, that's for sure. Those guys could take it, and I think I could just group up these 2 Territorial Guardsmen and then retrain them, although I don't really need to. They're not that important. Yeah, but they are still, like, you know, just good police units, so I will retrain them, since the only time I can use them is in these defensive battles or sallying out battles. Ooh, looks like they've brought a new general here. That is a bit scary. I actually have, like, no infantry. I have 3 units of infantry and some stakes to deal with this. Ooh. I might need to pull back. I need more infantry before I can actually take those guys down. I mean, I do have these Marines, but I really don't want to fight these guys on the field. That is like the absolute worst case scenario I can have. What would be good is if I could occupy all 3 of these crossings with a general that had an Osgiliath veteran in each of them. That way I could just control Cod at those 3 borders. I don't know what I do here. Do I attack it? Or do I retreat?
Ready your weapons.
I mean, yeah, if I attack it, that's this whole army coming in. I don't even have cavalry here. I could bring some cavalry in. I have some spear support, too, if I bring those 3 units in. I just don't know what type of, like... Is this a wooden walled castle? Am I going to have to deal with a bunch of towers firing at me? Like, what am I going to be dealing with there? That's what I'm afraid about. I do not like taking tower shots. 48% at Minnesota. Okay, you know what? The spies are working. That was at like 40% last turn. So you know what? Spies definitely work for public order. That much has been determined. Did I already deal with my diplomat this turn? I did. So you can just hang out there. Boromir, are you... Yeah, you're getting your siege equipment.
Assail the enemies of Gondor! Awaiting
I feel like I need to pull back and get more spears or something. Or get some artillery to safely assault the walls of the settlement. Because I just do not like fighting Khan. Okay, yeah, come back. It's time to leave. Go to the fort for now. That way you're in a protected area. Merge those units. These guys go back to Minas Tirith for retraining. Should be able very soon. Gun Cavalry, I could get another unit of them. I do want to get those Steward Stables, though, because Gondor Cavalry is like the only knight I can get that actually has a bonus against other cavalry. Is there any other retraining I could do? Any other units I could pick up? Get 2 more infantry and spearmen at Osgiliath, so I will do that. And, ooh, 2 more turns for the Minas Ithilgardens. It's almost tasted them.
Greetings, most noble ally.
Okay, Parf, are you... I don't think you can besiege me. I'll just see what happens in the west here. I'll just keep playing it safe. I hate tower damage. I really do. Else I would just send in my army. I would have assaulted that place, but towers are ridiculous. Here's Khazad-dûm is under siege again. I wonder if they'll actually become emergents in this campaign, or if they will fall to the goblins. They often stagnate for a very long time, and I think part of that issue is they are consistently under siege, so they can't recruit or create their buildings whenever that happens. But as long as Balin is in the settlement, it is very hard for the goblins to take it. Excellent retraining has been done. New Osgiliath veterans are ready for the front lines, and some Penethgalen cavalry have arrived too. Now, Mordor's sending reinforcements out here, so I could potentially just attack this captain and not have to deal with the towers here, which would be huge. Oh, and the Númenórean armor is done in Minas Tirith, meaning I should finally be able to get the upgraded fiefdom barracks. There we go. 4 turns. It's a lot of money, 5,400 gold, but just to get Knights of the Silver Swan and some Seaward Lancers, which will be my second best cavalry unit after the Silver Swan Knights, and then before the Gondor Cavalry. Seaward Spearmen just there for some flavor, not that special, but also another place to get Axemen of Lasarnik. And oh, my UI has bugged out, it seems. Yeah, that's not good. Okay. Alright, well, I think I am about 45 minutes into the recording. I am going to just call it there. I got some things I got to take care of. I'm actually doing this on my lunch break, so that will be it for the episode today. And until the next one, my friends, farewell.